Hello boys and girls, it's time for another flip video. Today we're going to be talking about estimation with multiplication, which is very similar to estimation with addition or subtraction, so we're just going to launch right into it. So, as I said, estimation with multiplication, you're going to find numbers that are easier to work with and then multiply. The one difference that is going to be between this and when we're doing addition and subtraction, we were rounding. This, we're just going to find numbers that are a little bit easier to work with right there. And then we're still going to multiply. So the word problem here says each episode of SpongeBob is 23 minutes long. If a student watched 6 episodes in a row, about how long would they be watching? So let's go back through and let's underline my important stuff. So 23 minutes long is going to be important. 6 episodes in a row. About, because we know about is an estimation word. Those are all of our important information. Now, so we also know that this is a multiplication problem because it's saying 23 minutes long and 6 in a row. It's not saying 23 plus 6 because you're not adding two amounts. You've got 23 minutes one time, 23 minutes second time, so on and so forth. So we've got our 23. And the cool thing about estimation with multiplication, you're going to just find numbers that are easier to work with. So 23 could be turned into 20, or it could be turned into 25, because it would round down to 20 because of rounding rules, or could come up slightly to 25. And 25 is pretty easy to work with because it's a 2 and a 5, and those are easy numbers to work with. It could not, however, go to 30 because 23 would not round to 30. So let's see what we do. So if we do, let's say we chose the 21st. So 20 times 6, 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 2 is 12. So he could have spent about 120 minutes, or 25 times 6, 6 times 5 is 30, that goes down, this comes up, and 6 times 2 is 12, plus 3 is 150. Now we notice that the two numbers are, 120 and 150 are apart. However, we do see there's a difference of 5 between our two numbers, so either one would be reasonable. You're going to get closer if you use the 25, because if we look on a number line, if we look at 20 here, we put 25 here, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 23 is right here, and it's only 1, 2 to get to 25, or 1, 2, 3 to 20. So you want to try to get the number that's closest, but also pretty easy to work with. So in that case, 25 would be closest, but you'd still get a reasonable answer with 20. Now let's move on to the example you're going to work through, and then we'll talk through it. It says each hour SpongeBob makes 136 Krabby Patties. About how many does he make in 7 hours? So go ahead and solve this. Okay, so if we're going through, we see 136 is going to be important, 7 is going to be important, about is going to be important. So we have 136. Now that could become 135, because that's pretty close and that's easy to work with, or could be 140. Now again, if we look at a number line, 135 or 140, 136, 37, 38, 39. 136 is 1 away, 1, 2, 3, 4. 136 is 4 away. I'm going to go with 135 because that's going to get me a closer answer, and it's still pretty to work with. So 135 times 7. 5 times 7 is 35. The 5 goes down. Carry up the 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 3 is 24. 4 goes down. Carry up the 2. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 2 is 9. So he would have made 945 Krabby Patties in 7 hours, which is a lot of Krabby Patties. If you did it with the 140, let's see if I can squeeze this in here small here. 140 times 7, 7 times 0, obviously 0. 7 times 4 is 28. 8 goes down, carry the 2. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 would be 9. So you see, they are relatively close, 940 and 980. They're both within about 40 from each other. So it's okay with estimation. Remember, not everything's going to be exact, but I would have gone with 135 because that's closer to 136. Which brings us to our final problem. This one, I'll ask you to solve it and bring it back to school. So it says Mr. B spends 28 minutes recording each flip video. That includes everything I have to do, find the pictures and all that kind of stuff. If I had to do 3 different videos this weekend, about how much time did I spend recording? So solve that and bring it back to school.